1. Hook. Imagine you're tasked with launching a startup in just 2 months. You need a cloud solution for scalability, reliability, and cost-effectiveness. How do you learn AWS in time? You need a clearer roadmap that aligns with real-world applications, not just textbook definitions. 3. The simple explanation. Learning AWS boils down to understanding core services, building projects, and deploying them. Focus on the essential components first, then gradually expand your knowledge. AWS offers a vast array of services, but you can prioritize based on your needs. Compute, storage, and databases. Use online resources, AWS training, YouTube tutorials, and forums. Build small projects to reinforce your learning. 4. Real-world example. Let's say you're launching an MVP for a food delivery startup. You choose AWS for its reliability and scalability. You start with Amazon EC2 for hosting the application. This costs around $50 per month for a basic instance. You use Amazon RDS for your database, which might run you about $15 per month for a small instance. As your initial users grow from 100 to 1,000 in a month, you configure auto-scaling on EC2 to manage traffic spikes. After 2 months, your app handles 1,000 requests per minute without a hitch, and your costs remain under $200 per month. This success stems from AWS's flexibility, allowing you to scale resources as needed. 5. What to do instead. Here's a practical framework to learn AWS effectively. Step 1. Identify core services: compute, EC2, Lambda, storage, S3, EBS, database, RDS, DynamoDB. Step 2. Set up a free tier account. Sign up for AWS free tier to explore services without costs. Familiarize yourself with the AWS Management Console. Step 3. Follow a structured learning path. Start with AWS's own training resources. They have free online courses and certification paths. Use platforms like a Cloud Guru or Udemy for targeted learning. Step 4. Build real projects. Start with simple projects, like a static website hosted on S3. Move on to complex ones, like a REST API using Lambda and API Gateway. Step 5. Implement best practices. Use IAM roles to manage permissions securely. Set up CloudWatch for monitoring your resources. Step 6. Join a community. Engage with forums like Reddit, Stack Overflow, or AWS's own community. Attend AWS meetups or webinars to connect with others. Step 7. Experiment and iterate. Continuously tweak your projects. Test different services and configurations. Document your learning and share it with peers. 6. Common mistakes. Now, let's look at 5 common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Starting without a plan. Many jump into AWS without a clear strategy. Fix. Create a learning roadmap. Identify services relevant to your goals. Mistake 2. Ignoring cost management. AWS can get expensive quickly. Fix. Use the AWS pricing calculator. Set budgets and alerts on your account. Mistake 3. Skipping the documentation. AWS documentation is extensive but often overlooked. Fix. Refer to the official docs regularly. They provide insights and best practices. Mistake 4. Overcomplicating architectures. New users often build unnecessarily complex systems. Fix. Start simple. Build a basic architecture and scale it as needed. Mistake 5. Neglecting security. Security is critical but often an afterthought. Fix. Implement IAM policies from day 1. Use MFA for additional protection. 7. Quick checklist. Here's a quick checklist to guide your AWS learning journey. Sign up for AWS free tier. Identify core services you need. Complete at least one online course. Build a static website or a small application. Engage with a community or forum. Experiment with different AWS services. Set up a monitoring solution like CloudWatch. Document your learning process. 8. Summary plus CTA. To sum it up, learning AWS efficiently means focusing on core services, building real projects, and avoiding common pitfalls. With a structured approach, you can become proficient and ready to launch your startup in no time. If you found this video helpful, drop a comment with your AWS learning goals and don't forget to subscribe for more practical tech insights. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear.